Whew. Hello, hello. Hold on, my chat's still loading. There we go. There we are. Hello, everybody. I meant to do this yesterday, but I was just not feeling. I was not feeling very well. Apparently, I'm not over it yet. But anyway, man, they came out of nowhere. Didn't like that at all. Anyway, this is going to be the last 3 chapters of Unspeakable Acts. I'm just going to give it 5 minutes, wait for some folks to jump on in. I think last time I had 3 whole viewers in my chat. Woohoo, I know, popularity, right? But yeah, I'm still considering if I want to continue streaming. I was hoping to get more viewers than I did, but hey, you know, some viewers is better than no viewers, right? Even if it's one person, and there's usually one person that's hanging out. I don't think they ever say who they are, but I appreciate you, whoever you be. And if this entertains anybody, well, I'll consider that a win. But yeah, I'm probably going to reduce if I continue streaming. I'm still on the fence about it. I'm probably just going to do once a week. The next stream potentially will be the first episode of Dumb Baits. So I hope you tune in for that. I'm going to find some debaters, and we're going to debate really stupid subjects. The suggestion I got the last time I did just a chill stream was yuck. So that's my boogies. I did a chill stream was who's the better rat? Rat again? No. Oh my god, I'm blanking on the name. The rat from basically one of the characters from Secrets of Nim, the prophet guy. It's Rat something. Completely blanking. And Templeton from Charlotte's Web. So the debate will be who's the better rat. I gotta find debaters, which that'll be fun. That's potentially. If I can't, then I will do something else. We'll see. Again, that's a lot of if, ands, and buts. Excuse me. Man, I ate something that just did not settle right. Yuck. But yeah, I hope anyone who comes in, or my friends, if they're busy doing something else, I hope it's going well for them. Family, same thing too, of course. I always like to wish people well. I know people have lives, they get busy, and it's hard to come and see my streams. So when people make the time, I appreciate them. I'm going to turn off my phone. That's getting kind of annoying. You stop it. Being very rude, phone. You make me look unprofessional. And as we know, I'm quite the professional. Throughout the land, I'm known for my professionalism. People who knew me were watching right now, they'd probably get a laugh out of that. A chuckle, if anything. So, yeah. Alright, I'm just kind of watching the clock. So I had to give it 5 minutes. See if anyone would deign to come in. And if not, well, I'll just start. Because why not? Alright, I'm at least going to get it set up. Oof, that is not a flattering picture of me. But here we go. Wait. Hold up. Oh, hold back. What are you doing? Okay. No issues there. Move that for a second. Alright, there we go. So, that was simply called Her. Clearly my character has made quite the name for himself as head of this mob. We go to a nightclub. The location was provided by a dear friend of mine named Jess. She's no longer in film, sadly. Which, she's doing very well in her current line of business. Although I do miss working with her in film. But yes, that used to be the Big Beaver Tavern on Big Beaver. Thus the name. And they closed down recently, so you won't find it. Well, not recently, it was a few years ago. I work midnight, so time doesn't really mean anything to me anymore. Forgive me. But yeah, that was a few years ago. That was stressful because the main cast were also the camera people. Fun little joke there. My mother, you've probably seen her in 2 other segments on here. She's someone that we keep encountering, and she is clearly scared of us. She's the lady that does this when we come into the video. Again, I got more friends and family to play club patrons and my boys. And yeah, in the scene there, we saw that Kurt's character there wasn't a seat left for him. He was kind of slowly being pushed out, feeling left out. He finds a lovely lady who walks in, played by his real life wife, Heidi, who played our mother in the very first video. We decided to make her the love interest, so to speak, because there's the edible complex. Boys tend to date someone who looks like their mom, and to be completely honest, finding actresses is not easy. There are some regrets I have. We tried taking some tango lessons, me and Heidi, so that we'd have a more elaborate dancing scene. But just scheduling conflicts just threw that out the window, so you got what you got. I am embarrassed how stiff I was, but we had to shoot, otherwise it would take another 20 damn years, and I didn't want to do that. But anyway, as you can see, Kurt's character was very upset. It cuts to implying that my character and her character are having sex, by Kurt's room being adjacent enough to hear our goings on. The room was provided by his sister Wendy, lovely lady, and she let us film in her home. And it was a fun shoot. We actually cut a lot out. Although I feel that went a little too long. So another regret of mine, but it is what it is. Like the Lion King, it doesn't matter. It's in the past. So you learn. In the hallway was actually at my uncle's old place. They had an office area that wasn't being utilized, so he let us film there, and it was such an awesome place to film. There was just so much unused space, and we were allowed to play as much as we wanted. So that was cool. And my bedroom was actually Kurt's room at his house. A note at how long this took. That was maybe the third house he moved into whilst we were filming this. I think we filmed this over the span of 20 years. Ugh, So it was labor of love that didn't get much love, sadly. But it is. I'm still pretty proud of it. But anyway, a lot of tangents. Let's see. Funny thing. As we were dancing, doing a simulation of dancing, the hardest part was me trying not to step on Heidi's dress, because it was very long and flowing. So probably that was a cause of a lot of my stiffness in the scene. Anything else? I do want to recognize it was one of the first times I worked with Miss Stacy Sanders. She was the bartender in that scene, and she did a fantastic job. I'm trying to remember all the actors. There's my friends Latrello and Kevin, who were some of the guys at the table. My Uncle Paul. Latrello and Kevin moved out to California. I hear Latrello is doing very well at acting, and he is a father now, so congrats to him. And you should check his If you see him, he is a tall African American fellow, awesome actor. I've had the pleasure of working with him on other projects. Terrific person, and yeah, and a lot of the other patrons were my uncle CJ made another appearance. He was the gun dealer in an earlier chapter. He was playing the guitar. He is a musician in real life. He plays with a band called Planet of Fun, so make sure you check them out. And his wife and his daughter were the gals that flirted with my uncle in that scene. He's the guy who gets the hat put on him by the young lady. Yeah. So that was a stressful scene to shoot, but we got through it. We got it done, and it helped us close the chapter on this film. But we're not done yet. There's 2 more videos. I hope you like them. All none of you. Whatever. This one is, do you know where your brother is? And I hope some people come in and enjoy it. That'd be wonderful. Alright, and that was Do You Know Where Your Brother Is? Funny thing, that was, again, filmed by my friend Kurt. Filmed at his house. Ugh, excuse me. Words are hard sometimes. Funny thing, actually, rewind a little bit. There was a meeting room at my uncle's place, again, not used. Beautiful. He no longer runs that building. I think somebody else bought it out, which is a shame. It was a fantastic place to shoot. But I digress. In the meeting room, there's my friends Mike and Malik, who I'm playing cards with, and the sleeping goon was my brother Brian. Brian, I threw into this a few times. He plays younger Kurt in the very first chapter. Yeah, you reuse a lot of people when you're making indie films. It tends to happen. But, oh, we have a viewer finally. How you doing? Glad you could come by. But anyway, in that scene, we're playing cards. I get a phone call that someone has captured my brother and my lady. And so we go to the abandoned house, which wasn't actually abandoned. It was my uncle's house that he was working on. So it had an abandoned look on it, even though it was not abandoned. When we got there, excuse me, brain farted there. When we got there, there was a bomb, and I had made the bomb out of like a little digital timer, and it was just some fake dynamite that I bought at a costume shop that I just kind of reworked, and I just put some little wires on it, and boom, pun intended, we made a bomb. Originally, there was going to be me running away from a fireball. Sadly, we just couldn't get that trick to work. So I figured just fading to black and hear an explosion gave the idea that we done got blowed up. Luckily, because my character is apparently superhuman, he survived and tailed the two of the traitor goons to their house. Funny thing, it wasn't raining that day. Someone was off screen with a hose, just kind of spraying me down. And that's how we got that effect of the rain. The jacket I was wearing, I was trying to get to look burnt. That suit coat, I should say. The funny thing about it is I tried to destroy that thing, and it would not rip or anything. It was. I tried lighting it on fire. It wouldn't catch. So the hardest part was trying to destroy that damn suit coat. It was just some cheap thing I bought at a Salvation Army or a thrift store of some sort. Probably shouldn't say the name of stores. Anywho, it's there now. We'll deal with it. And so the traders were played by my friend Matt and Jason. I felt they did good jobs. Again, non-actors, so they did pretty well for being non-actors. When I kill Matt's character, it's alright. I saw it reconnecting. We're back. Okay. I hope I hadn't been doing that. Anywho, and then Jason, he did a great job looking scared. He spills the beans, and of course, Kurt and Heidi's character are doing the love making during this scene. And I thought it was cut together pretty well. Kurt is a very good editor, I think, and I did love the shot from the goldfish bowl there. So yeah, that was my character being betrayed, and Kurt's character being the one to betray me. So that was one last time. That was, do you know where your brother is? And that's kind of a play on, if you're a child from the 80s, I think it was the 80s, there used to be a commercial, do you know where your kids are? So it was a play on that. The current generation may not get that. Oh no, I lost my viewer. Oh well. So yeah, here is the last bit. I hope that when I post this stream, people will like it. Here we go. The very last chapter. And that was the finale of Unspeakable Acts. Hold on. I hope that, okay, well, no one's here to watch it, but when those who watch this in the future, I hope you enjoyed that. In the end, we had a little twist. You see, Bill Hosty, rest in peace, he was an actor in an earlier film in an earlier chapter, who we kill, and Jeff's character was this girl's boyfriend, and Bill Hosty's character was her father. So she used her feminine wiles to turn me and Kurt's characters against each other. That culminated into the face-off that happened on the rooftop at the end there. Funny thing, that wasn't a rooftop, that was a mezzanine in my uncle's warehouse. We got brick wallpaper, or it's not wallpaper, it was like paneling that looked like brick. It looked really good, I think. and we put it all around, and then we green screened a cityscape, and then we put up some dry cleaning, and that was incorporated in the battle. And there, if you saw, there was dirty underwear that was thrown in my face. I created that by putting just some um, chocolate syrup and powder in there to make it look nice and gross. And then that got thrown in my face in the fight scene there. And I was choking him with a tank top, if you didn't see. Um, there was a scene where he pees himself because like I was supposed to have died in the explosion in in the previous chapter, and I didn't because I'm a boss. Um, so, oh, I got a viewer back. It's a shame we're over. But yes, so that was Unspeakable Acts. I hope y'all enjoyed it, or will enjoy it once I post this on YouTube. And yeah, thank you for being part of my journey, the few of you that watched. I appreciate you. Peace, chicken grease.